Welcome to storied Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Penn State Nittany Lions. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
I caught up with the Nittany Lions head coach before the game. This running back has been unstoppable this season. He is ranked top 5 in the country in rushing yards, and people are starting to mention his name in the Heisman talk. He is really devastating at the line of scrimmage, showing patience running behind blocks. And coach said he belongs in this conversation as long as he keeps his head down and continues to do his job. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. And the Rebels ready to kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. From the gun, it's Martin. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to...
Makes the grab and room to run. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Keeps it moving, it's Martin. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. They'll run it. Got some green grass. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. And the Nittany Lions look to keep this drive humming. They'll keep it on the ground to the right.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
He's got the 1st down. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Nittany Lions will line it up on 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a 1st down in the red zone.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You throw it to them and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he had...
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Setting up for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Hits inside. It's Hawkins. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on him.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Taylor wants to throw. Rush right in his face. Got him downfield. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play.
And absolutely nothing doing there on the quarterback run. Defense takes all the gaps away. They use their speed to force him to the sidelines. He didn't even gain any yards, guys, before going out of bounds.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Escapes the pressure going right. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Plays are going to break down, but that never seems to affect this quarterback. He's so athletic and so fast. He's able to avoid the pass rush, get himself on the perimeter, and now he's just using his God-given ability and his arm talent to make big-time throws.
The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide-out level noise. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And that will go such a long way in deciding this football game. Who can win these short yardage situations? Who can be the more physical team? And this offense right here showing the work up front, man. The big boys all moving together, creating enough space. And I love the way Palmer, the back gets downhill, understands where the first down marker is.
Yeah, you know, some running backs just have a nose for it, and this guy does as well. He's able to sort of find the crease, make himself small, fit into those small spaces, and pick up the first to keep the offense on the field. It's all about momentum and being able to keep drives going. I know that's not going to really show up on any highlight reels, but that was a big play here for the offense.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. A run for the quarterback. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Play is stopped as they tend to an injured Ole Miss Rebel. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. And the Rebels will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Taylor wants to throw it. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Touchdown, Rebels. Quick strike through the air for the score. The extra point here would tie the game.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he makes the extra point. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Cuts it upfield. It's Martin. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to throw one first. Quickly complete. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion on that out route. Sometimes those cornerbacks, when they see that early, they can make that jump and get that pick six. So those are dangerous routes to throw, but it worked for him there.
The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. The handoff. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Quarterback signaling to his guys. right back to it. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Drives inside, runs through a tackle, and he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
They've been running it, but now the pass. Gets rid of it. Out wide right, it's Jones. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Penn State. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. Deep in the end zone, it's McCutcheon. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. Open on the right side, that's Smith. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
The Rebels come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Motion from the back. Taylor wants to throw. Snags it. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
They send the tight end in motion. 2nd down to the air. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
These old girders are rocking on 3rd down here at Beaver Stadium. From the gun, wants to pass. Time to take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Rebels will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown. Snags it and he's open. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. That holding call backs them up 10. It's now 1st and 20. From the gun, looking for a man. Got the quick pass. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Sells to fake. Finds his tight end. At the 35, he's loose. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? Fresh set of downs going up top. Buying time to his right. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Caught. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. He's at the 40. He's at the 30. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. The Nittany Lions will have it 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
He breaks a tackle, and he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a 1st down in the red zone. The Nittany Lions pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Motion from the wide receiver. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Oh, pressure's coming. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
Nowhere to go. Same song, 2nd verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He makes a grab, and he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
And the Nittany Lions have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll run it. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Man, that hurts because 2nd down, you got everything in front of you, the whole playbook open. Now you get a lost yardage play. Now it's 3rd down. Now it puts those feet to the fire a little bit more. Now you better come up with something you really love in this area of the field.
Third and goal for the offense. Ready, go. Tried to ball his way out. Touchdown, Penn State. They wanted to finish, and
football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. He'll bring it out. It's McCutcheon. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Taylor wants to throw it. Rushes on, and down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Look out! Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He lets it fly. He's got it along the sideline. Ole Miss calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
And the Rebels will hustle to the line.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Taylor wants to throw. Here comes the heat. Misses badly on that one.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on third down. Looking to throw for it. They're all over it. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Looking for the marker. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays.
4th down and short, you want a no-nonsense run. Nice job by the running back, getting the football, getting downhill, making sure he gets that 1st down.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Unleashes one deep. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
And, man, I tell you what, I just love his instincts. You can tell when the ball's being passed, he sees it, and he breaks on the football. That's why he's in the top 10 in interceptions this season. Just such a great feel in the passing game, and you got to be careful when you attack him.
On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. Oh, no good. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Snap to the back. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Penn State taking on the number 22 team, the Western Michigan Broncos. And it's the Golden Flashes with a double-digit lead. You can't count out the opposition, but I'd say the defense looks awfully stout so far. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Taylor wants to throw it. Left side is Cunningham. Turning it on. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on 1st down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. And the Rebels are marching down the field. Caught in the backfield, it's Cunningham. Could not make his way to the corner.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off cover. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. From the gun. Still looking to his right. Fires to the wideout. Right side, it's Cunningham. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And that's this guy's 3rd catch now on the drive, and I like how this offense just keeps going back to him. Look, if you're not going to cover him, we're going to keep throwing him the football. We don't have to overthink this thing, and as every completion happens, the quarterback is gaining more and more confidence in this guy.
Taylor wants to throw. Looking for the goal line. Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to go up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They're going to run it. And he's in. Touchdown, Rebels. PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Martin. Breaks into the open. Got the first down. He's inside the 40. The 20. Into the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And how about this, old man, picking up right where they left off. Being a threat, you thought at half, maybe the defense would come up with some answers. So far, first drive, no answers to be found.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's McCutcheon. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They'll send the back in motion. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Fires to the big fella. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Taylor wants to throw it. Makes the grab. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Wants to throw on third down. Out wide left, it's Ray. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He's got it. First down and more. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. That took nerves of steel to convert that fourth down on the road.
Oh, man, the crowd going nuts. A big-time opportunity in the third quarter to create some momentum. Help them go crazy. Help them go nuts. But the offense does their job, quiets the crowd, gets the big fourth down conversion.
Grab behind the line. It's Hawkins. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Running a screen on an early down, you might think you'd really catch them trying to be aggressive in a pass rush or something, but the defense had the answer that time.
Yeah, and the offense has to do a better job selling that. A lot of times when you run a screen, I need to buy time, right? I need to give that pass rush the ability to rush up the field, sneak a little bit behind them, and then dump it off. They might have rushed that a little bit on that play.
Taylor wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Gets the back moving. Sees some running room. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Penn State. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
Coming out with it, it's McCutcheon. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Makes a man miss. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Extending the play. Blasted as he lets it go.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket, he starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him a lot better moving forward.
He'll pull it down and run. They make the stop, but he knew exactly how much he needed and where he needed to get for that first down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Direct snap. It's Hawkins. There he goes. Past the 6. He's inside the 40. Past the 20. Smashes ahead. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Martin. Got enough for the first down. Waltz bounces into the end zone, but he might be dancing the other way. There's a flag on the field. And that is a punch right in the gut to make a play like that and have a penalty wipe it out. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Back has it. Looking for room. It's Gore. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Now on second down. The throw on second down, and they need a lot. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got it in the middle, it's Martin. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, it's a great design on offense on that pass play there. You see they clear out the middle of the field, and they leave a huge space wide open for the quarterback to attack. Nice timing on the throw.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Off play action. Fires to the middle. Got his man to the left. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down.
I love the play call offensively. Because you got the lead, you know the defense is expecting you to run the football, and you just did it the previous play. So on that 3rd down, you dial up the play action to keep the chains moving.
Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Powers through the defender. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
Well, one of the best compliments you can pay a running back is they get stronger as the game goes on. This guy's been awesome all game long, and you're seeing it here in the 4th quarter. He's trying to ice this thing and close it out, still running strong.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. Beck's going for the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State! They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1. He's going to get a property tax bill in the end zone because this guy is spending a lot of time there. He might start taking aim at some of those Nittany Lion touchdown records.
Yeah, and those are some records. I mean, you start talking about Larry Johnson and Saquon Barkley and all and John Carter going back. I mean, so many great running backs at Penn State. To be on that list, to be talked about in that vein, I think you're having yourself a day.
Fielded in the end zone, it's McCutcheon. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Trying to make magic with his feet. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play. 2nd and long here. Taylor wants to throw it. Keeping his eyes downfield. Fires on the move. Left side is Hawkins. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Tells the run, wants to pass. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the fourth quarter.
They'll need a bunch on second down. He's looking to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Hands it off. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Hauls it in. Not gonna make it, and the fourth down gamble backfires.
What a big stop for this defense in the second half around midfield. You can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big fourth down stop.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Long way to go on second down. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Run ends there.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force-feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Hauls it in. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Burrowing for yardage. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
Play action on first down. Rolls right. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Gore. Pulled to the ground. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. Jumped on top of the pile. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12.
This is exactly why 3rd down is practiced every single day. 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on 3rd down.
Using his feet. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. To the air, it's laid. Into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. It's complete on the right side. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears. And the extra point is good. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's McCutcheon. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking for a crease. It's Hawkins. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
And these are these moments as a defense, you're just trying to get out of the game. We're rotating, we're subbing, we've stopped them all game long. They can run the football right here. The biggest thing is the clock ticking, us getting out of here with the dub, and really, everybody staying healthy.
What a run by their tailback, and simply one of the best in the entire country. And his ability to make people miss is the reason why, guys. That's one thing that's just not coachable. You have it or you don't. That was something they identified in him when they were recruiting him to come play in this offense, and now it's come to fruition. Defenses have such a hard time bringing him down. This defense is going to have to do a better job game tackling as this game goes on.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? They just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game.
Listen, I'm not one for moral victories, and obviously they're trailing by a lot of points late in this game, and they are going to lose, but it is a good sign if you're the head coach of this team that you're seeing your guys out there still competing and still fighting until there's zeros on the clock.
On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look, making the adjustment. And this is blown up, going nowhere as the defense was ready for the Wildcat.